It has to happen in a pub because it only happens in a pub. And there's a vibe, and that's exactly what it is, a vibe. It's a vibration that permeates through the room. And everybody links into that. So it goes around and around and around and around.
Atmosphere is everything. For pubs, it's all about that, really. And that's why people like playing in them, because of that atmosphere.
It was the hottest room in the country.
But the hotter the better for the bar take.
They loved it.
Brawls were part and parcel of what happened. If you get 2,000 people jammed in a room and they're drunk and they've got glasses and are allowed to drink as much as they want, they're all smoking, they're all high on whatever drugs they took back then, they smoked dope or whatever, chicks everywhere, and I'm a bloke and I'm showing off, and nobody's going to push me around. Boof!
It seems to be a rite of passage to get blind drunk for a lot of people, particularly young men, but increasingly young women.
Oh, look, unfortunately, I think it's just going to get over-legislated. It's just going to keep going. It's pretty much stacks on.
I think the responsible service of alcohol course, the RSA, that every person that works in a licensed venue has to do by law, should be given and should be made to be taken by, year 12 students or students that are about to turn of legal drinking age.
I've been in this industry in Australia for 15 years, and there's no more fights now than there were before. I think there's less fights now than there were before. But everyone's got a smartphone and can report it today, right?
This was something that the temperance lobby had been campaigning for many years, for early closing. I mean, they wanted to shut the hotels down in general, but early closing was a measure that they would have accepted. So the war years actually brought that into existence.
I think there certainly are parallels between the 6 o'clock swill and the lockouts. I think people are drinking harder and earlier. I think that what was meant to control drinking has had these unintended consequences.
The government don't understand our industry. They think that we're just trying to fill people full of booze and then send them out into the streets and not worry about them, and it's not true, And I think it's almost like a panic room. They've just gone, right, that's it, no one can have any fun. Last day on earth, I would have to drink a Negroni. That's if there's any left, because I think I drank them all last night.
I love rum.
I'm trying to think what I'm like after a couple of
Love is all.
drinks. Yeah, I'm a love is all. Yeah.
Never more so in the history of humanity are people searching for connection. So what having a drink together gives you is a connection, and it can be two blokes having a chat about sport over a beer. And it's a very Australian thing to do, I think. But it can be like a romantic connection over, a guy meeting a girl for a drink. It's courtship in its, rawest form, But there's something romantic about that. And then there's families catching up at a venue to share a drink or even a meal, I think pubs are a series of hundreds of thousands of connections,
Somewhere